Hi there, these are songs for General Hospital songs.
Well, we think we figured out who killed Brianna. We just need some hard evidence and a witness would be nice.
Who's the suspect?
Andrea Floyd.
Hello, Andrea.
Edward, I didn't see you there.
When you're focused on something, you lose your peripheral vision.
I'm glad I ran into you. I've been meaning to call you to thank you for your very generous contribution to my husband's re-election campaign. Thank you very much.
Well, you're very welcome, my dear. And it's not about my generosity. You see, keeping Garrett in that office is a real benefit for ELQ. I just want to make sure he stays there.
What did you mean when you just said that thing about peripheral vision?
Well, I ran into you a couple of months ago at the Metro Court, and you walked right past me.
Really? I don't remember that.
Well, you were in a mad rush, obviously focused on something, and my presence didn't even register.
The Jekyll realizes and respects that Stone Cold has a fundamental aversion to large or even small social gatherings, but I would hope that you would agree that the event of the Jekyll's nuptials are a out-of-the-ordinary, once-in-a-lifetime event, and therefore deserve special consideration. I would not demand much, but being my best man, you would be bound by matrimonial traditions to perform some necessary functions, one of which being throwing a modest but appropriately raucous bachelor party. I was thinking maybe a small gathering at Gordo's Comics for scotch and barbecue chips. And of course you'd be charged with keeping and protecting the wedding rings, but I don't see that as being a problem because it's in your nature, not to mention your job, to keep and protect. Okay, though, one last thing. I would require you to wear a tie.
See, up until that point, you were doing so good.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough to be reminded of all the reasons that I love you.
Well, there's something I want to say to all of you, especially you, Mom.
What is that?
That I'm sorry for everything, all of it. The reckless driving, the attitude, the lies, taking Christina and running off with her. The list goes on, but I haven't made one right decision since I woke up, and I'm gonna try and do better.
Well, that's all any of us can ask, Right, guys?
Right?
Right. We're family. Michael can get through anything.
So, how's the pregnancy?
Great.
You would have been proud of your mother. Even though she was worried sick, she never gave up hope that you could take care of yourself. And Christina. And you proved her right.
Hey. You're awful quiet over there. Even for you.
Just enjoying the family reunion.
What's wrong with you? What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just, I'm tired.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing Michael.
Thank you, Jason. It was Michael's decision. I'm gonna get out of here, so if you need me, I'll call you. Thanks, Jason.
What do you mean it was your decision? Were you, not gonna come home?
Well, I was iffy for a minute. Christina was done with Mexico, but I wasn't sure if it would be best for our family if I came back.
Don't even think like that. Kim, we need you right here. Just promise me you won't go away again.
Since Michael and Christina have been gone, I realize that I don't know her at all. She never spends any time here. And don't get me wrong, I love being part of the all-boys club. But it would be nice to have another female to hang out with.
Well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go shopping? Doing nails?
Yeah, why is that
Well,
such
you're
a
not
difficult
really the
concept?
girly type.
I can be.
Yeah, just say so.
Okay, you know that it's true, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know your daughter.
That's very generous considering she caused the accident. If you had any kind of resentment that, you know, anybody would understand.
Well, it was your baby too, Sonny. Do you resent Christina?
I could never.
Okay. There you go.
Well, I mean, because if I can't blame her because I believe it was my actions or non-actions that contributed to her behavior.
Christina has daddy issues. I recognize it. And our son died. But I know that she didn't mean for him to. I think the best thing we can do is just put it behind us and move forward. Are you healthy? Did you eat? And you didn't get sick or anything, did you?
No. Actually, Christina and Michael, they did really well for themselves. By the time Jason and I got down there, they had jobs at some swanky resort. I would have stayed there for like 2 weeks for sure.
Wow, sounds like an adventure. Maybe I'll run away someday too.
That's not funny, Molly.
Relax, I was just kidding.
Seriously, Molly? Not funny. Did you thank your sister for stabbing her life, tracking you down and bringing you home?
You know what, that's okay. You don't have to put her on the spot like that. She can or can't, it doesn't matter. I did what I had to do, and that's it.
I do appreciate it, Sam. I mean, I was gonna come home anyway, but Sam and Jason made it a lot easier. Where were you again? Cancun, Mexico. I'm gonna go change.
Sit down. How could you do that? Why would you run off with Michael? Why would you leave the country without coming to me first?
Michael was in bad shape. He needed me. I couldn't let him go out there on his own. No. You don't have to like Christina. We know. Know what? We know you ran away because you were scared about causing Claudia's accident. But you don't have to worry because Mom took the blame.
So they started arguing. I'm sure escalated into a full-on fight. She grabbed something from within the room, hit her over the head in the same spot, took the weapon, fled the scene, and tried to figure out who to frame for the murder. Settled on Alexis.
That's quite a scenario.
Well, you must have asked. Was there anything missing from the room?
There's these figurines in each one of the rooms, so Robin and Spinelli were working with city sanitation to see if she might have tossed it somewhere.
You talk about needle in the haystack.
Exactly, which is why we need some sort of witness that can place Andrea at the scene of the crime at the Metro Court.
I'm in and out of the Metro Court all the time, so it's hard for me to remember the specific day that you're referring to.
Oh, I remember it very well.
How's that possible?
You see, it was the day that your husband's
Oh, darn, it's gone over the
unfortunate aide
time limit of 10
had that
minutes.
fatal accident.
Oh well.
I was going upstairs to the restaurant, and when I came down, the ambulance
Song.
was at the front entrance.
By Paul Beckman, Paul Rainbow Song.
Well, that would explain the tunnel vision.
Created.
Because that was the worst day of my life. My husband had been erroneously charged with murder. Thanks
September
to Alexis
1st,
Davis,
2009.
framing him for a crime that she committed, but thankfully, it's being rectified because the evidence against Alexis is
Using
building,
the guitar
and
chords.
very soon, we'll have a resolution.
You knew the truth about Claudia's accident?
A minor and C7. This song's gonna be called Pretty Soon We'll Have a
You
Resolution.
and Diane weren't talking about your case.
So you were eavesdropping.
Well now, pretty soon, we'll have a resolution. We'll have a resolution pretty soon. Pretty soon. Pretty soon, yeah. We'll have a resolution. We'll have a resolution. A resolution. A resolution. Yeah.
Without your license, especially while you've been that upset.